Good morning, everyone. In the previous videos, we have learned about different topics in food security. So, about food security for the country, and also we have learned the availability of the food grains, availability of the other food items. So, today we are going to learn about access to food. The first aspect of food security is production and availability of the food. Production and availability of the food is the first requirement in food security. But in India, there is no sufficient food production and availability of the food to all population. So there is no sufficient food grains availability in India. So in the previous video we have learned that there is the availability of 469 grams per every person per day, but compared to developed countries, America have 700 grams per person per day. America having 850 grams person per day. In Europe, they are having 700 grams per day per person. But in India, need to increase the food grain production and availability of the food. So second aspect is access to food. Access to food. Food is not distributing equally among the people. So the government is trying to reaches the food to the poor people. So how do we measure that availability of the food reaches to the poor people? Can the people are getting nutrition food in India? Can the people are they are taking the kilocalories that they required? So most probably the people who are not getting the sufficient kilocalories that they were required in India. For example, in villages, village people required 2400 kilocalories per day, per person per day they required that energy. But in India, only 25% of the village people, among the village population in India, there are only 25% of the village population they are getting the above 25 kilocalories of food. Remaining people are not getting. So the poor people, they are getting only 1624 kilocalories. 1624 kilocalories in rural areas. The poor people who are getting the kilocalories, that number is very less, and that energy is not sufficient for them to do works. Everyone should be purchase the food grains and other food items for their balanced diet. If the people are getting purchased the food grains and other food items, then only they can get nutrition food. So the nutrition food, the people need to have nutrition food, then only they can get the calories what they have to require. If they are not eating the nutrition food, that is caused that they come under the illness and they can't able to do their day to day works. If the people and the people they have to do their works properly into their day to day works, it is required to they have to get the nutrition food. So the government was taking initiatives to provide food grains through the PDS system with low cost. So in urban areas, 2100 kilocalories they have required for their day-to-day works per day per person is required 2100 kilocalories energy. In the village areas, village rural people required 2400 kilocalories per day per person. So according to the NIN suggestions, they need health and education, health and nutrition status the depended on the access to food. Access to food is very important. So through that we can understand that how the availability of the food reaches to the people. By the access to food we can understand that how the availability of the food grains reaches to the people. So next we are going to another topic, that is public distribution system. So ration shops are the important means for the people, so they can getting grains in India. So ration shops are the important means for the poor people. So they are getting low cost of food grains by the ration shops. The government was implemented the PDS system, public distribution system. Under the public distribution system, government was set up ration shops in each village, in each places, in each town, and distributing the food grains to poor people with low cost. In South India, in Andhra Pradesh, Antyodaya cards, by the Antyodaya cards, the 35 kgs of rice was given to poor people with very low cost per month. 35 kgs of rice giving to the poor people with low cost. So in North India, they are distributing food grains with different rates. For poor people, they are giving low cost for poor people and high cost for non-poor people in North India. So like the for whole country, in all states are distributing the food grains to poor people with low cost. So according to the graph 4, it is indicating that the performance of the states, performance of the states are Andhra Pradesh, so Tamil Nadu, it is the state first introduced PDS system, and the poor people are getting more number of 91% of the poor people, they are getting rice through the ration shops in Tamil Nadu, performing state in India, Tamil Nadu. Second one is Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh also 84% of the people, they are getting the rice by the ration shops. Poor people are getting rice from the ration shops. The Telangana also, it is well performing. The more number of the people, they are getting the rice with low cost. So some other countries, so not well performing states are Bihar. Only 13% of the poor people, they are getting rice with low cost. Next in Punjab also 18% of the people only, they are poor people getting rice from the Rajasthan 18%, Punjab 24%, West Bengal 26% of the people, they are getting rice. Poor people are getting rice through the ration shops. So like well performed states and non well performed states data was given in our textbooks. According to that graph we can understand that how the states in each state the poor people are getting the rice with low cost. So now we are going to another topic, that is PDS and buffer stock. What is an buffer stock? Means the stock of grains, procured and maintained by the central government, and central and state governments purchased the food grains from the farmers through the Food Corporation of India. So this is called as the buffer stock. They kept into the godowns. So this is called as the buffer stock. So through the FCA, Food Corporation of India, the government was procure and maintain the food grains. Is called as the buffer stock. So the government was state government as well as the central government purchased food grains from the farmers in market yards. State government just in market yards, they purchased the food grains from the farmers in market yards with minimum support price. They purchased from minimum support with minimum support price. They provide the minimum support price to the farmers. Then the farmers are not become lost. They were not lost by the production. So that's why the government was provided the minimum support price to the farmers. So the total production of the crops, the government was purchasing one third of the production, one third of the crops were purchasing by the government through the PDS, through the FCA. One third of the farmers' productions were purchasing by the government. So after this, the buffer stock was distributed through they implemented the public distribution system. Through that, the buffer stock distributed to the poor people across the country. All states are implementing the ration shops. Through the ration shops, they are providing food grains to the poor people with low cost. 2/3 of the population in India, they are getting benefited by the PDS system. 75% of the people in rural areas, they are benefited by the PDS system. They are getting food grains with low cost. 50% of the urban people also getting benefited by the PDS system. They are getting food grains with low cost. 50% of the people in urban area, 75% of the people in rural areas, they are getting the total overall two-thirds of the people in India, they are getting benefited by the PDS system. So this is why this is distribution, why, because health and nutrition status of the people was depended on access to food. Access to food is very essential. That's why the government was distributing the food grains with low cost to all people in India, poor people in India who are not able to having low income. Those people are getting. So next, the midday meals. Midday meals program scheme is India's largest scheme. The school feeding scheme. This is the largest school feeding scheme in the world. This is the largest school feeding uh, scheme in the world. So nearly 14 crores of students who are studying in the government schools, they are eating midday meals. 14 crores children who are studying in the government schools, they are eating food every day. So this is the largest school feeding scheme in the world. So there are Anganwadis now. Anganwadis is also one of the program scheme program. Anganwadis are also the small organizations were set up by the government to provide nutrition food to the children as well as the pregnant women and lactating mothers, also providing food to them. They provide nutrition food to them. So 1 to 6 years, the newly born babies also provided food by the government. So they want to increase the nutrition levels of the people. So that's why the government was implemented these all schemes through the Anganwadis. So according to in 2013, the central government was passed the Act, National Food Security Act. So through that act legalized right to the people to right to food. So everyone had a right to life. Under that, every people have right to food. So under this act, they implemented midday meals as well as Anganwadi centers provide food for the newborn babies 1 to 6 years. They are benefited in Anganwadis, as well as pregnant women and lactating women also getting benefited in by the Anganwadi programs, Anganwadi centers. So the courts means judiciary in Indian judiciary also initiatives taking ensure and protect the rights of the people. So the judiciary also want to protect the right to food to the people and set up one Supreme Court was set up one Supreme Court as well as the High Courts in different states. They set up the monitoring mechanism and gave suggestions to the government to implement the midday meals program as well as other schemes. The court also suggests that performance be given by the Dalit women, Dalit widows. The government also, the courts also give suggestion that appoint the Dalit widows to cook food in the schools for school children. So like that they can get the employment. The Dalit widows can get the employment. So they preferred by the courts. So midday meals in India is the largest school feeding program in the world. Okay, thank you children. So next class another topic is there. Last topic in this lesson, nutrition status. I will explain you. Thank you.